you'll remember when we're talking about similar figures, there's only three ways we can decide if two figures are similar. One is AA, similarity. What's the second one? Good. SAS, similarity. And the third one? Good. SSS, similarity. And so if we have two shapes that are similar, we can write a similarity statement like that. And what that tells us is which pieces match up. So I can say that, for example, QR is to what? Good. TU as RS is to what? The last two letters of this one are RS. Which one's matched to that? UV. Now, why did I choose those particular letters? Because QR is something that I've got numbers for. It's 24. And RS is also something I've got number values for. RS is a length of 54. So now I can substitute. Instead of QR, I'll call it 24. TU over in this shape is X plus 5. RS is this green one, 54. And it says that it matches to UV, 36. What do we call this when I've got a fraction equals a fraction? Not an amateur. You too. You don't think you should wait? You don't think you should wait till the instruction's over? Okay. So what do you call it when you have a fraction equals a fraction? It's not an amateur, it's a proportion, right? When you have a proportion, what can you do to solve? Good, cross multiply. So I'm going to say 54 times X plus 5. And because the X plus 5 is a binomial, a chunk altogether, I'm going to put it in parentheses, equals 24 times 36. Now I got some algebra to play with here. Anytime I multiply a monomial, single term, times a binomial, two things separated by addition or subtraction, I have to do this. What do you call that? It's a property. What kind of property? Where I distribute it. (24 times 36). Now I want to solve for X. What do I do to clean off all the stuff around it? Well, I got an addition here. So the opposite of that would be subtraction. And if I don't want 54 X's, I want just one. I have to undo what's being done. It's being multiplied. So I'm going to divide. So X equals 11. And that's what we were asked to do, is find X. Let's go to number 3 and try the same thing. So it looks like I've got numbers for MN and NP. So let's use those. MN is going to be over what? What matches to MN? Good, QR. And then I also need the other side of this triangle because it's got x plus 8, NP. So what matches to NP? Well, NP is the right 2 points here. So which one matched the right 2 points here? RP. Now I'm going to plug in the values. Instead of MP, oops, I chose MN. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Why do I not want that fraction? It's true, but do I have any information on MN? Nope. And do I have any information on the matching one, QR? Nope. So that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. So what about MP, the first and the last one here? What does that match to? Like QP. So now let's try it. Okay, NP was x plus 8. RP is 3x minus 9. MP is 24. QP is 28. So what do we call this when we have a fraction equals a fraction? It's a proportion. And if it's a proportion, we can solve it by cross multiplying. 28 times x plus 8 equals 24 times 3x minus 9. Distribute. So let's see, we got 28x plus 8 times 28 to 24. 24 times 3 is 72 minus 24 times 9 to 16. Well, I have 72 x's here and only 28 here. So I'm going to subtract the littler one, which means I'm going to add these constants to get the numbers over here and the x's over here. So 440 equals 44x. X equals 10. I want you guys try 4 and 5 yourselves, please. Same thing. Set up the proportion first with letters. Plug it in, cross multiply, and solve. Questions on number 4? Okay, let's take a look at number 2. What makes this different? Other than the fact that it just disappeared. What makes number 2 different? It's a little bit harder to see the 2 triangles. I see this triangle, ABC. Oh, wait, A, B, C. And then ADE. Because it gives us the similarity statement, it's a little easier to figure it out. But the process is the same. So they've got AD as a length. So what's my first ratio? AD over what? AD is 20, but let's set up our proportion first. Remember how we were doing it with letters? Say again, please. AD, so those are the first 2 letters of this triangle. Which are the first 2 letters of this triangle? AB. So AD over AB equals, and let's see what else they give us. From the ADE triangle, the little one, they give us DE. So DE over what? Yeah. Can you find out what goes under DE, please? What goes under DE?
Mr. Erlen is burning.
Okay. It was in Mr. Aubrey's room and it's moved over here. Remember when I walked out with a rake a few minutes ago?
I never saw it come in here though. I think it's still in.
I think it walked. He's tired. Okay, stick with me here, guys. Last one. Come on, guys, stick with me, please. AD is to AB as DE is to BC. Please fill that in. Go see if I can take care of the bird. I know that was a bit of excitement with the bird, but it's out. Okay, so what do I replace AD with? Is there a number for AD? 20, right. What do I replace AB with? Come on, guys, look, this is the new part. This is why I'm doing this problem. This one's different. How big is AB? That'd be DB. 28. It's the whole length here. Because remember, the yellow triangle goes from A all the way to B. Oh, and I should have put that here. My bad. What about DE? DE. So what do I put here? Yep. What goes underneath it? Right, which is how long? That'd be DB. 2x plus 3. So if we break this down into steps, step 1 is create a proportion based on the matching sides that have numbers. We chose AD. And we saw, okay, those are the first 2 letters. So they match with AB. So I put AD over AB. And then I said, okay, what else do I have? I have DE. That's a side with information. So DE is the last 2. That matches with BC. So DE over BC. Once I create this for this problem, I don't need the similarity statement again. I leave that out of it. Now I just substitute. Instead of AD, I replace it with 20. Instead of AB, I replace it with 28. Instead of DE, I replace it with 15. And instead of BC, I replace it with 2x plus 3. Now the geometry is done. Now this is algebra. How do I solve this problem? How do I solve this problem? Cross multiply, right? So I say 20 times 2x plus 3 equals 28 times 15. Then I distribute 40x, because that's 20 times 2x, plus 60. What is this? 20 times 15 is 300. 8 times 15 is 30, 60, 120. So 300 and 120 is 420. Minus 60, minus 60. 40x equals 360 divided by 40. Right. X equals 9. Please make sure you've done problems 1 through 4 on this page. And then glue this into your book. This is day 72.